Hello, everybody, and welcome back to our Road to the Show series with our pitcher, Strike 'em Out, our closing pitcher, here on God Next Gaming in MLB 15, the show on the PS4. We are going to look at a couple of games here today with our closing pitcher, and we're going to talk about attributes a lot, you've heard me complain about the struggle it is trying to keep our pitcher up to date with his attributes and the training and the pitching every 4 or 5 days that happens, and it makes it very difficult to get this overall up. But we are in the majors, so we don't have much of a complaint. We can see here that we're getting ready for some game action. And let's see what our closing pitcher can do today. It's the top of the ninth with nobody out here. His first batter is Sizemore, who gets a first pitch, and he wraps it right back up the middle for a base hit. So Strike 'em Out starts this game off, this inning off here, with a base hit, giving up a base hit. Next batter, 2-2 count here. He will put the changeup in there, and he just locks him up, doesn't even offer at it. Gets the strikeout there, getting the much-needed strikeout after giving up that leadoff hit. And you can see that he's not happy about that. He should have swung at that. It was in the zone. I think he was arguing it wasn't. 0-2 count here, one out, and a slider, and it fools him a little bit as he has to reach for it, and he gets strikeout number 2 for out number 2. And now he's starting to move along after giving up that hit, kind of settled down and forgot about what was going on there. We're going to get a pitch hitter here, probably for the pitcher. Xavier Paul is going to come in and take a hack at it, see what he can do against our closing pitcher. 1-1 count here, 1 on, 2 outs, and a line drive to left field that drops right in front of the left fielder. That will be a base hit. Second hit given up this inning for Strike 'em Out. And he's now got runners on first and second with 2 outs. Full count here to this batter. This one is lifted to center field, and the center fielder moves over on the run and makes the catch to end the game. And that'll do it here for this one. The Brew Crew will win it. You can see Garza is the winning pitcher, and he's happy that his closer came in here and shut the door for him and was able to preserve that win. As we get a look at the big screen there in Miller Park, Milwaukee wins this one 5-2. And our closing pitcher, Strike 'em Out, has done once again his job and comes in and shuts the door when it's much needed. And Milwaukee can get all the wins that they can take right now. They're in a tough spot. 148 points here earned in this one with the two-time modifier, which is really helping out a lot. That boost is helping give him some much needed points because, like I said, we're going to talk about that in a second. You see, he's got 6 saves so far in the season here, giving up 5 hits. Has 8 strikeouts and that 1.5 ERA from that 1 run that he gave up, but it's starting to go down. So here we are now. We have 339 points available for training, and our attributes are on the way down. And this is the struggle that I'm talking about, where I am finding it hard to get the overall up. I think he was in an overall of 70. I'm not sure. I'd have to go back and look. And I think it's actually dropped down a point because we're just trying to, at this point, we're just trying to maintain. I mean, I want to be able to raise some of his attributes, but now I'm in a maintain type of mode because I don't get a lot of opportunities to pitch. He's not getting enough time in there. I mean, this is one of the arguments that I have with a closing pitcher. I mean, I'm loving the series, but they do make this a challenge. I mean, can't complain too much. I am in the majors. We are able to get that overall back up to a 70. We're going to take a look at the calendar here again, but we're going to have to start figuring something out for getting him some good training points to use towards those attributes, so we're not struggling. But we're going to get a trade here. Looks like the Mets trade right fielder Michael Kadire to the Brewers for center field Martin Clevenger. So it looks like it's a straight-up trade for a right fielder for a center fielder, and I guess the Brew Crew is looking for some bats. I mean, Michael Kadire is known for his bat, maybe not in the recent years, but he has been known for his bat in the past, and maybe that's what they're looking for, a little life in the lineup there as far as hitting goes, and that would be nice. Strike 'em Out's going to get his next opportunity here in the bottom of the ninth against Cleveland. He's got a 1-run lead here with nobody out. Going to jump in here and see what he can do against the Cleveland Indians here to close this one out. 1-2 count here, and he pitches, and that's a strike right there on the bottom edge outside corner with the fastball. Strikes him out, swinging, and he starts off this one in style, getting that strikeout right away. Next batter, 2-2 count here. He delivers, and Slider going away, and he fools him on that one. He has to reach out for it, lunges for it, but doesn't quite get there. And strikeout number 2 for out number 2. We'll get the replay on that one for sure because he made him look silly out there with that swing. He was just flailing at it, and he reached and just couldn't get there. 0-2 count on the next batter. And that one's in the dirt, and he swings at it, and they'll have to take off for first, and they'll throw to first to make it official. It is third out, and there's McCarthy, the winning pitcher for this one, and he's happy, too, with his closer. He's all fired up after getting that one. That was a tight one there. 3-2, one-run lead there going into the ninth, and Strike Him Out comes in and shuts the door, and they will give him the Topps Player of the Game award for doing so. 3 strikeouts, comes in, 3 up, 3 down, strikes out the side, and in his inning pitched, looking very impressive as he's going along. And we'll get his player card right there. Great little shot. Love those player cards. That's a great touch to this game. Love seeing that every time we get the Player of the Game award. And Strike Him Out has settled into his closing role here with the Brew Crew, I believe. He's looking pretty confident out there, pretty solid, and he's doing what he's been doing all along, coming in and shutting the door. Gave up that rare run early on in the season, or his season anyway, but has kind of come back from that and is not much of a factor in affecting him right now. He's got 170 training points earned here with his 7th save in 7 innings and 11 strikeouts, only 5 hits and a walk given up with a 1.29 ERA. We're going to go ahead and jump in and talk a little bit more about attributes. We can see that now we have some pitches that are on the way down. We're going to have to go in here and try to maintain for those as well, so they don't keep dropping and we keep losing points. This is a tough spot. I mean, don't know what else to do. Now I'm sitting here and I'm using all these points just to kind of maintain here. 184 points is going to go right into maintaining some of our pitches. And as soon as we hit the X button, it'll all be official for those training points there. Looks like I'm going to poke around and see if there's anything else I can squeeze out. But I don't think that's going to be the case here. We're just going to stick with what we got and move on to what we have going on next. So let's jump in and take a look at our calendar here in a second. We still have 19 innings left on the double modifier, which is nice. The Brew Crew here is 34 and 43. Here we get the calendar now, finally. And we're going to see what our next appearance is going to be. Now we got a training session again. It's a simulated game. It goes against the 1, 3, and 4 hitters. So some of the tougher hitters here in our lineup that we have to face. And I'm going to show the first and last batter here for this that we face because this was a completely lights out effort for our closing pitcher, Strike Him Out. He was really dialed in while he was here in his training session. He was determined to get as many points as possible because, like I said, we've been struggling trying to figure out a way to get the overall up, and now we're in the maintain kind of mode, and he wants to really make his game better, and he's going to sit here and use all the effort he can get, and he's able to get that first batter to ground into a double play, which gives him some nice points. And you can see that he, here facing his last batter, is already into the gold at 1,965 points. So first pitch was going to be a ball there. Second pitch is fouled off, and he is just dialed in as he's hitting his spots and his marks perfectly in this training session. And he gets the slider in there on the inside corner. And now he's going to go ahead with the fastball, see if he can't pump it by him for the strikeout. And nope, that one is grounded to second base, and he throws it over for the out, and that'll give him enough points to keep him in the gold. Didn't go down, didn't go back. He went up more, as a matter of fact. So he's talking to the manager here, or the pitching coach, and we're going to see how many points he gets for getting the gold this time. 400 training points, folks. That is huge. I can't express how huge these training points are for our closing pitcher. Like I said, he came in here determined to show what he's got and to build up something as much as possible so that he can get himself up there where he needs to be. We can see we're into July now. We're getting close to that All-Star break. We're going to take these 400 points and we're going to dump them into helping him out with his pitching clutch and a lot of that other stuff that is necessary. Maybe get rid of that change up break thing a little bit. No, maybe just work on the regular attributes. Yeah, 403 points in there, and that gets us overall up to a 71, which is what we wanted to see. We want to see it going up, not going down. Finally. Anyway, that's going to do it for this episode, folks. I want to thank you guys for stopping by. Please like, please subscribe if you're new. Share this with your friends. We will see you around the channel, and I want to thank you again. Bye now.